I'm going to try to make a difficult cut on glass here. We'll see if I can do it on the first time out. If you can see this piece of glass here, it's a pretty difficult cut to be making. Maybe you can see it now laying on there. It's clear glass, so it doesn't really show itself well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trace right around it so that you can see what it looked like. That's what it looked like. It's a pretty difficult cut to be cutting out in there. So let's take a look at what it's going to take to cut a piece of glass out like that without using a bandsaw or a Torx ring saw. First thing you want to do is you want to take your cutter and go across and then break that piece off. That takes off the pressure here. Next thing we want to do is we want to create little onion skins where we want our cuts to go. So I'm going to make my first cut, second, then I want to come in here and I want to outline where I want to end up. It's always a good idea to do that in case you're very lucky and the first attempt cuts that whole piece out. So what I'm doing, like onion skins. Let's see what we got to work with. You take your edge of your nippers, the edges and the corners is what you're going to work with. Perfect. Okay, now as you see, I'm using the tip of my cutter, or my plier, and I made a run. I'm going to go to the other edge. So far, so good. And as long as you use the corners of your pliers, you're able to chip away. I'm using my teeth, I call them teeth, the jaws. So far, so good. Look at that, it's cooperating very good so far. Now I'm in that tight area. I'm going to make another cut with my glass cutter and go across. Let's see if we're successful. So far, so good. Using the tips of the corners of my pliers, just nipping it out with the corners of my pliers. And voila, first time out. So now I can grind this out. Well, first of all, I'll cut the rest of my area out, but heck, that's going to be easy compared to doing this. So I'll grind out this area on my grinder, and then it'll be done. Thank you.